Never thought I'd say this, but who here's like children? Hi, hello, how you doing, internet? Yes, here's Cryptic Ball with the new video. And today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite things about art, character design. That's right. I think you can all guess by now that I love to draw, but one of the things that I love to draw the most is characters. Either my own characters, someone else's characters, or just characters from any media that I love. I just enjoy character design overall. The problem with character creation for me though is that I love to do it, but I can't keep all of the characters that I make up. Well, I mean I can, but if I did I'd just have a whole fucking army of OCs in my toy house. And well, I can't do that. So, what do artists do when they make a design that they really like but they don't want to keep? We sell them as adoptables. For those who don't know, adoptables are designs or characters artists make to sell on the internet. I really do love making adoptables and designing characters, so I thought it would be cool to share my process with you guys and share some tips and tricks so you guys can make some awesome adoptables too. Also, just a little reminder before we start things, this is my method and how I like to do things. These aren't a set of strict rules that you need to follow, otherwise your adoptables are gonna suck ass. No, everybody has a different way of doing things and this is just my way. So for starters, we gotta decide on what species the adoptable will be. Will they be a human, a dragon, maybe a furry, who knows? That's for you to decide. Yes, there are some species that are a lot more popular than others, but that shouldn't stop you from doing whatever species you like the best. For this video, I decided to pick Nightlight. Being just black and white, the Nightlights are simple to make designs for, but they're also full of possibilities. There is a lot that you can do with just black and white. Look at tuxedo cats, or zebras, or tigers, or badgers. As inspiration for these designs I wanted to make, I used 4 animals: the panda, the orca, the Dalmatian, and the skunk. Now, those are all widely known black and white animals, but they all have very different patterns which you can pick and choose from. Let's start with the skunk. Skunks got a very recognizable and distinct stripe going down from the top of their head to the point of the very fluffy tail. It's wide and it leaves a little space in the middle, almost arrow-shaped if you ask me. So here's what I came up with. Look at that sweet little face, those bright green eyes. Simple, but it still got some personality to it. Now let's look at the Dalmatian one. Dalmatian dogs have a lot more pattern options than skunks, of course, and their markings practically cover them from head to toe, which in some cases can make the design a bit more busy and detailed. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I've seen some gorgeous over-the-top pack full of designs out there that left my jaw on the fucking floor, and some people prefer more marking-heavy characters and detailed designs. But if you're like me, who's got the patience and attention span of a fucking grasshopper, simplifying the spots might be a better option. On this design, I just went completely ham with it. Look at this spotty baby, so cute. Now, for the orca and the panda ones, I wanted to do something a little bit different. Like I said before, all the animals I use for inspiration here are quite common and widely known. I'm sure as hell not the first one who thought of a nightlight design with orca markings, so I wanted to mix things up a bit. I put the black where the white was supposed to go and vice versa. They still look really nice and recognizable, but they got their own fun twist to them. Also, notice how I use different tones of black and white between all of them. The orca's white is pinkish while the Dalmatian white is bluish. The skunk's black has a red undertone while the panda's is green. That's a nice tip for black and white designs. Don't use a completely black and white. Give them a little bit of a hue. It just looks a lot nicer and like actual thought and care went into the designs. Another little detail that I put in was that the orca and the skunk have little dots on their nose, legs and ears, while the Dalmatian and the panda don't. That's because I like to give knife fairies a little bit of rough scales on those parts, just because it's a nice little touch that I like to do. And being hybrids, I like to imagine nightlights take after one parent more than the other, so some nightlights might have those scales while others don't. Normally, when making adoptables, I'd advise not to use a base. It just gives the character so much more personality and a uniqueness to them, and I found it intrigues people a lot more. I know I did use a base for these guys, but that was because I've tried recording this video so many fucking times already. I am at my limit and I do not have the patience to draw 4 different designs. So do as I say, don't do as I do. Anyways, that was pretty much it. That was everything I wanted to tackle in terms of adoptables. Of course, there are some things that you'd need to look differently when making personal overseas or even sonas, but that's content for another video. These babies will be up for adoption as soon as I finish posting this video, and if you're lucky and quick enough, maybe they'll still be available. Check out my social medias in the description if you're interested in taking any one of these bad boys home. It was very nice to see you all again. Cryptic signing out.